morning, students, and happy Wednesday. So today you're going to be just practicing your equations. You have a subtraction and an addition page today. However, the addition page is quite easy as you don't even need variables, but we'll get to that in a second. So here you're just replacing the variable with a number exactly the way you did yesterday. Make sure that you're not just giving the number, but you're representing the letter or variable. So let's do number 1 just as a refresher. So it says 4 equals n minus 6. So 4 equals what number minus 6? So hopefully you get 10 because 4 is the answer to 10 minus 6. Just remember, I don't want you to put 10 because we're representing the variable. So make sure that you put n equals 10 because you are telling us what n is. Now, after you're completed, you'll have addition, but the addition is quite easy because for these equations, you're not even using a variable. You're just going to fill in the answer that makes the equation true. So you should be quite used to these by now, but just, for example, for number 1, 3 plus what number equals 4? So that one's pretty easy. 3 plus 1 equals 4. So for this one, because there is no variable, you can just put the answer. So that's why you have 2 sheets for today. This is to practice looking at correct equations, making sure you're filling in numbers to make equations true. And for your subtraction, you are representing your variables or letters. So this is just a review from what we did Monday and Tuesday. So please feel free to ask questions, request one-on-ones, or even go back to Monday and Tuesday's video to freshen up on how to complete these. So here for Wednesday, we have interjections show feeling, and we're going to learn what an interjection is. And we read them all the time, we just don't know that they are interjections. So it says an interjection is a word used to express strong or sudden feeling, like, phew, that was hard work, or hurrah, the Red Sox are winning. So these words would be called interjections. They usually come at the beginning of a sentence, and they have no grammatical connection with any part of the sentence. So that means they're not connected by any words to make it flow with the sentence. So here, oh, the tulips are blooming. So this one doesn't have an exclamation point, but it's still an interjection. It's still adding some emphasis to the sentence. So here they've diagrammed it, and notice how the interjection is completely apart from the diagram here on the bottom. And that's to let the reader know that it is actually separate. There's nothing connecting it to the sentence. So as we've seen, strong interjections are followed by an exclamation point like up here, and then some aren't. They're followed by a comma like here. With oh, the tulips are blooming. So we have 2 more examples here. Ouch! Exclamation point, the dog bit me. Well, isn't that interesting? A little bit milder, no exclamation point. So, also notice if there is an exclamation point, then the first word after will be capitalized. But if it is a comma, it isn't. So notice. So here it says, underline the interjections in the following sentences, punctuate them with a comma or exclamation point. So pretty easy. So, for example, for number 1, there they are. So we know that is going to be underlined because it is the interjection. And because this one ends in a period, it doesn't matter. Remember that the interjection is going to be separate from the rest of the sentence. However, Notice that this letter here is not capitalized, and that means that there should be a comma in front of it, not an exclamation point. So these two sentences will be the ones that you can best refer to. If there is an exclamation point, there is a capitalized letter. So if you see, for example, here, there is a capitalized letter after the interjection, you're going to underline the interjection and put an exclamation point, because there's only a capital letter if there is an exclamation point. If this T were not capitalized, you would just put a comma. So hopefully that is well understood, but I can go over it more if needed. Just take a look at what the letter is like, if it's capitalized or not, after your interjection. And here for Wednesday, we're working on our list words. So we have some pattern word exercises. So here you're going to write the pattern word that matches the definition. So hopefully by now you have the definitions, but if not, you're going to have to keep referring to the spelling dictionary. But my advice is to write the definitions for all of the pattern words first, and then you'll just have to look quickly to your definition sheet to answer these. And then here for the bottom, you're going to write the list word that is a related form of the given words. And we've done this before. So the word that looks and sounds and probably means the same or almost the same as these words are the ones you're going to use. So pretty much they're spelled very, very close, so you won't need too much help. It's just a matter of being patient and finding them.